Ah, it is cold in here. Alrighty, so hey G team, this is Major G, and I've got a bit of bad news um, for the channel. Um, this is one of the main reasons why it took me so long to upload new videos. So actually, I have a couple videos up. At this point, I have a couple videos uploaded. I just haven't made them public yet because I didn't know what to do with this news. So right as I was rendering my uh, uh, big news for the channel with the whole Japan news thing. As I was rendering that video, just as it was like finishing rendering, actually like right after it finished rendering, I got news that I got a bit of bad news that I have to move out of my place, and within the next few days. So I was kind of bummed out because I didn't this. So this is kind of a mixed thing. So it's it is bad news in the fact that I have to move. Or no, I'll start with the good news. So the good news about me moving is that I will be saving money. I'm going to be instead of hemorrhaging money like I have been for the past year or so trying to stay in this place. Um, I'm going to be saving somewhere around like $200 a month, which is great. Um, which makes the Japan trip a little bit easier to save up for. Unfortunately, I only have 2 months until that point, so I mean it's not really that much of a deal. Um, but every little bit counts. So, however, the bad news is that, and this is where it's really going to affect the channel, is that internet is something of a commodity up here. So, by me leaving here, I am going to lose my internet. Um, and there's not really anything I can do about that. So, what that means is that my posting is going to drop dramatically. Uh, so instead of like the, you know, 1 to 2 videos daily I might have been able to do, like 5 days a week, it's probably going to get closer to something like maybe, if I'm lucky, anywhere between 1 to 3 videos a week. Um, and my reactions are also going to go down as well. I'm with this. I'm going to use this to try to focus on some of my Grand Canyon videos. This doesn't mean that I'm not going to be doing reactions anymore. It just means that my the amount that I do is just going to drop dramatically. Um, I'm still going to try and do flash stuff because a plus of me moving is that I'm going to actually have TV now instead of having to acquire television in other ways. Uh, so um, yeah, and one thing I've mentioned, especially in my Grand Canyon videos, uh, why internet is a commodity is because internet is very scarce up here. Um, only at this point in time, because of the infrastructure that is in place by the National Park System or by National Park Service, um, and because their funding has been pretty much gutted, um, we have very crappy internet, and it's limited to only a certain amount of people. The kind of internet that we have up here is your basic DSL from like 20 years ago, which is, I think it's called 7.1 meg or something like that. So, yeah, it's terrible internet. And then the only way you actually get that full 7 meg speed is if you were grandfathered in, which the place I'm in now was. It was people here don't generally open up new accounts. They pass down accounts as they move out, for that reason, because it's so difficult to acquire internet up here. Um, and so we've been getting rumors that they're supposed to um, update they were supposed to the company is supposed to have updated their um, what do you call it? They're supposed to equipment. They were supposed to have updated their equipment, but they've been talking about it for the past year that they've been updating their equipment, but we've seen nothing of it yet. So, and then the place I'm going to be moving into is a historic building, so I can't get satellite internet, which also is metered. So even if I did get it, or not metered, but limited, it's limited. Capped. It's capped. So even if I was able to get satellite internet, I wouldn't necessarily be able to update as much because we would only be given at the most, like a 20 gig limit per month, which is, I agree, it's very ridiculous. It's stupid. It's ridiculous. Um, but that's just what we have up here. So one of the biggest downsides to living in a national park is that the um, is that your access to modern technology is just hampered. It's just incredibly hampered. It's absolutely terrible. In particular, this one. Yellowstone is worse, from what I understand. There's no internet. There's no television. And you can't get a cell phone signal in Yellowstone, from what I understand. Some of that may or may not be the case. I've never actually been there. This is just stuff that I've heard. So, yeah, so it's. I mean, it is what it is. But I'm definitely going to try and keep you guys updated. I'm still going to be doing videos. It's just not going to be anywhere near as much as I did. And by the way, if you didn't catch on to some of my earlier videos, this is also why I haven't been able to update very much throughout the time that I've throughout the time that I've had or I've been active on this channel, which is almost a year now. I think next month would have been a year. So this is, yeah, so that's why. It's because my internet connection is so freaking slow. And the internet that I've had here is considered fast internet for this location. Um, so yeah, I don't know what is in store, but I'm definitely gonna try. I'm gonna have to try to use my mobile plan to update, either use my mobile plan, or I'm gonna have to go up to our rec center or library to try to update videos. Only problem is that if I do go to the rec center or library, I'm going to be sitting there for like 4 or 5 hours trying to get a video uploaded, and there's still no guarantee that it would actually get uploaded after that long. So the best way for me to do it would be to do through mobile, but they count. But but mobile plans do actually count uploads as part of the data used. I don't know how many of you realize that, but I found that out the hard way when I tried to use my mobile plan a few months ago, and ended up like completely running out of data within like a week or two. So yeah, yeah, I'm still going to Japan. I'm still gonna try and update. Still gonna be making videos in Japan. But yeah, that's what's in store. I spent the past couple days filming reactions, just in case I will be able to um, upload anything in the near future. And let me think. just in case I have been able to upload anything. Um, and I would try to. I was going to try and get uh, a hotspot. I can get a hotspot, and the hotspot would I would primarily just use that for YouTube, and I'd have to really cut down on my videos. I'd have to really cut down on the times on them for me to be able to do that. Either that or the quality of them, the actual resolution of the videos would have to go down dramatically so that I don't use up all the data. It would be possible for me to get a hotspot. The only thing is that once again I'm going to Japan in at the beginning of March, so I don't want to get one right now and then not not be able to use it for 2 months and still be paying $100 a month for each month, because it just wouldn't make any sense. So for at the very least for the next 2 months, I don't know how this is all going to work out. But once I get back from Japan, I will definitely be looking into what I can do in terms of internet. I'll either try to get a hotspot. If our internet connection has been opened up, I'll try and do that, or that's basically it. But I gotta either get the hotspot, or if that's opened up, I'll try and do that. So I'll try to let you guys know in the future what's going on with this thing. So yeah, so that's where the channel is going right now. Once again, this is very bittersweet. In that it's good that I'll be saving money for my trip, and it's good that I'll be saving money for moving away from here in sometime in 2018. So in the long run, this is going to be good, but in the short run, this is just going to suck, and it affects the channel, and I'm very sorry about that. And if there was any way I could change it, I absolutely would. But I mean, it is what it is. So stay tuned. I'll try to keep things. I'll try to at least upload. I'll try to upload at least once a week. It may be batches. I may have to time it so that to spread it out, or schedule it so that I can spread it out throughout the week. So definitely stay tuned, stay subscribed, all that stuff. And thank you for sticking with me this long. Thank you if you do happen to stick with me in the future. Thank you very much for sticking with me. All right. So yeah. So once again, there should be some videos coming in the future. I don't know when they will be uploaded though, because of how bad the internet connection is up here. So yeah, and there is a possibility I may have to I may just end up having to go to Flagstaff to do it. But the only thing is that I go to Flagstaff once every 2 weeks. So yeah, approximately once every 2 weeks. So I may have to sit in the bookstore and just sit there for like 3 to 5 hours and uploading videos. So. Alright, so until next time, guys, thanks for sticking with me, and this is Major G signing out. Stay tuned, don't unsubscribe. The channel's still going to be around, it's just a matter of how frequently I'll be updating. Alright, see you around. First, gotta see the Giant Gundam. You know, Hamaro's Giant Gundam is apparently a little guy right outside of the ball. Another place I want to go to is I want to visit. I'm planning on going to Santa Santastic, which is in Shibuya, I think it is. Yeah, Shibuya. And Santa Inoue is a manga who also owns the store. He's the guy who wrote